6, verse number 34. So in the previous class we read that Krishna, he reached Mithila and he was received by the people of Mithila, especially the king Bahulasva and his devotee Shrutadev. And he was accompanied by many sages like Vyasa, Parasara, Sukdev, Vasishtha Chavan, Asita, etc. And then both Shrutadev and King Bahulasva invited him to be their guest. So Krishna expanded himself in two and he went to both the places, to Shrutadev as well as to the king, without the knowledge of the other. So each one of them thought that he has come only to his place. And then he started describing how the king received him, worshipped him, did puja to him and all the sages, gave food, and then he recited some prayers. That's what we were reading, where he was saying that he is manifest in this whole universe, and also he has love for his devotees more than Sri, Ananta and Brahma. So now in this verse it says, Yavtirya yado vamse nirnam samsaratam iha yasho vitene tachante trailokya vrajnapaham. And he has appeared in the dynasty of Yadu Maharaj. Why? Because he wants to give freedom to the people who are wandering in this material world, to dispel the sin of the people of the three worlds. And thus he has spread his fame in this world. So Sri Vishnu says, Tachante sansaro pshamaya. So to bring Shanti to peace means to bring peace to the conditioning of the people. Tashanti. Namastubhyam Bhagavate Krishnaya Kuntha Medhashe Naranaya Risheshu Shanta Tapayushe. I bow down to you, O Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, whose intelligence is unobstructed. You are Narayana, you are the sage, you are peaceful and you perform tapasya for peace of people. So Narayana here refers to the sage Narayana who is in Badrinath, Narayana. They are also the presiding deity of Bharatvarsha. Swagrihe katichid dinani vasitum stati akuntha medhayate. So he wants that Krishna stays at his palace for a few days and thus he is praising him. Akuntha medhayate. His medha means intelligence. Akuntha means not obstructed by anything. So in the material world our intelligence is limited. It can become obstructed by many things. If you are tired, you are sleepy, you become sick, so your mind gets distracted. Then intelligence doesn't work. There are also certain food, medicine, drugs. They can subdue your intelligence. But Krishna's medha is called akuntha. It is never kuntita. So there is nothing which can subdue it. Tabatra nivasena asmakamapi buddhirakuntha vishesharai bhetum ashakya bhavatu iti bhava. So the significance of this name Akuntha Medha is that if you stay with us, then our intelligence will also become like that, which means that it will not be pierced by the material enjoyment, because the senses, they take away the mind and intelligence, just like the boat is carried away by the wind in the river. So like that, the senses can also take away the mind and intelligence. So therefore it says Vishesharai Bhettum Ashakya. The sense objects are compared to like arrows. So these sense objects can pierce your intelligence, which means they can shatter it, which means that it cannot focus in one place. It becomes divided into many things, because person who is attached to sense pleasure and cannot focus it becomes very rajasic, very wavery. ऋषये नारायण इति यथा बद्रिकाश्रमे भारत भूमि भाग्येन वर्तसे तथैवत्र मिथिला भूभाग्यम भविष्यति इति भाव. So just as Rishi Narayana is in Badrikashram, and this is the great fortune for Bharatvarsha, because he is existing here still, like that you have come to Mithila and you please stay here for some time, so that this land of Mithila becomes also fortunate. Dinani kati chid bhuman grihanno nivsadvijaihi sametah padarajsa punehidam nime kulam. Says, O Lord, please stay in our house for a few days, along with these Brahmanas, the sages, the munis who have come with you, and by your dust from your feet you purify this place and make it peaceful. And in this way our whole dynasty, which comes from Nimi Maharaj, that will be purified. So Sametaha Nime Kulam Padalasa Idam Punihi. So he purified it. इति उपामंत्रितो राज्ञा भगवान लोक भावना वास कुर्वन् कल्याणं मिथिला नरयोषिताम्. So in this way, when he was implored by the king to stay there for some time, he stayed there. Krishna, who is called the Lok Bhavana, means who is the creator of the people. So Vasa Kurvan Kalyanam Mithila Naryoshitam. So he stayed there for the welfare of men and women of Mithila city. So everybody felt very auspicious by his presence. Such a wonderful opportunity for them to have Krishna in their city. So this is the description of the king receiving. Now he describes how the Brahmana received, and it is such a contrast, because Brahmana is so poor that he had nothing. He was surviving day to day, and king is king. So but Krishna did not discriminate. He is satisfied in both places, because it's not that opulence or food or this article or that article satisfies him. What pleases him is the priti, bhav, love. And that's what he was getting in both places. So it is also to show this, that Krishna is not impressed by some wealth, power, possession, beauty, this, that. What attracts him is the bhakti. So bhakti aham ekya grahya. Grahya means captured. I am captured only by bhakti, nothing else. Because everything else he has more than anyone else. In fact, whatever you have, it is coming from him. So now it describes Srutadeva. Srutadevo achyutam praptam swagrihan janako yatha natva munin susamhrishto dhunvan vaso nanartaha So Shrudeva, when he saw that Krishna has come to his house, just as he had gone to Bahulasva, then he bowed down to all the sages, to Krishna, and he was so happy that he was taking his cloth, the upper cloth, and he was rotating it in the sky and jumping and dancing. So Vaso, Dhunvan Vaso, Nanartaha. Because he was poor fellow, he doesn't have, but he was so overjoyed, so happy, joyous, blissful, that he expressed his joy by jumping and dancing. Even king did not do that. So Dhunvan Anandena Vasah Karabhyam Dhritva Swamurdhapuri Brahmin. So Sri Vishnu Chakravarti says that he was happy and he took the cloth in both hands and then he rotated it above his head out of happiness and danced. Trinapitha Vasishvetan Aniteshu Upaveshyasa Swagatena Bhinandyangrin Sabharyo Nijay Muda. So he did not have some big thrones for them to sit down like the king. So all he has was, he had Trina, Pitha, Vrishisha. He has some mat made from grass, some seat was there like a chair, and then there were kusha grass, these asanas made from kusha grass. So he brought them and made them all sit on that. And then he received them with great pleasure, Swagatena Abhinandya, Angreen. And then he washed the feet of the Lord and also all the guests who had come there. And then he took that water and sprinkled in their head. So here now you have the commentary, because somehow this 3940 I think commentary got not printed. He only has the translation but no commentary. Can you read it?
Okay. So Bhrishir Dalbhasanam Keshu Chit Svagrihabhyantarat Keshu Chit Prativeshi Grihad Aniteshu Avanije Avaninije Prakshalayam Asa.
So he says that he did not have enough mats in his house. So some he begged from the neighbors and brought them. Some were made from kusha grass, some from just plain grass. And he made them sit down. Then he washed their feet. And he, along with his wife and children, Sabhariya Vijay Muda, happily. Tadambasa Mahabhagayatmanam Sri Grihan Vayam Snapayan Chakre Uddharso Labdha Sarva Manoratha. So with that water by which he has washed their feet, then he sprinkled at everybody, all family members, followers, neighbors, everybody. And he was very happy. Uddharsha, Labdha Sarva Manoratha. All his wishes were fulfilled. So that was Shrutadeva. Then he describes further. Falarhana Sira Sivamritam Muda Surabhya Tulasi Kushambujaihi Aradhya Masa Yathopapannaya Saparya Sattva Vivardhan Dasaha. So now he describes in this verse, Phala arahana ushira Sivamrita ambubhir muda surabhya tulsi kusambhajai. So he did not have some big articles to worship. He had some fruits. He brought arghya. So that is for washing hands. Ushira. Ushira is this khas which is used in the summer time to make the water cool. And Sivamritambu Bhirmuda. So is nice cool water in which he has put some amla, so that makes it tasty. And Mrida Surabhya, he has some scented clay, tulsi leaves, kusha grass, and some lotus flower. So with all this he worshipped Krishna. Aradhya masa yathopannaya sapariyaya sattva vivardhanamasa. So whatever he had with him, easily available, the articles, with that he worshipped, and he also gave food which was very sattvic. So sattvic in the sense that there was nothing rajasic, like with the king. You will have some sweets, fried pakoras, some paneer, all that. So that is rajasic. But he was a poor brahmana, so some rice, dal, simple things. So that's what he offered them. So that's why he says, Sattva Vivardhana Andhasa. Andhasa means food. So he had food which augmented the sattva guna. So with that he took care of them. Sattva vivardhanam yad andha pavitram annam tena. So the food which was very pure, which increased the guna of sattva. With that he worshipped them. हाँ जी पुरुषोत्तम जी.
This mention paneer is a rajasic food?
What do you think?
I don't know, I'm asking.
Okay, then if you ask me, I say yes.
It's made from the milk, why is it rajasic?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Milk can also be tamasic. It's not that it's always sattvic. If you drink too much and you cannot digest it, it's going to make you drowsy. So things can change when they're modified.
Thank you.
So again, I don't know if something is missing in this. He has only one line of comment. Satarkayamasa kuto mamanyad anvabhut grihandakupe patitasya sangama ye sarvatirthasya padapadarenu krishnena chasyatmaniketa bhusharai. So generally it is natural tendency that if someone is not expecting some good fortune and one gets that, then they wonder why it happened. Many times people, devotees also say, how is it that I became devotee? What did I do? Because I don't seem to deserve anything like that. So he is also tarkayamas, he is also doing little tarka. So tarka means deliberation here. That kuto mama anvabhut, that how is that I got this good fortune? What is that? Grihand kupe patitasya sangama, that I am actually fallen in the Andhakupa, the blind well of the family life. And I have had the Sangama, the association of Tirthaspada Pada Renubi Krishnena. So Krishna, who has come here, and he has come along with Bhusurai, with these Brahmanas, means all the sages, Atma Niketana, Atma Niketa Bhusurai, that he has appeared with these Brahmanas who carry the Paramatma in their heart, and the dust from their feet is the Tirthaspada, is the place of all the Tirthas. Means it's so potent and so purifying that even all the Tirtha combined cannot purify like that. And all these sages and Krishna have appeared. Even to have darshan of one of these sages, like Sukdev is also there himself. And Sukdev Goswami, it is mentioned in the first canto that he doesn't stay in anybody's house for more than it takes time. Godohana, as long as it takes to milk a cow, maybe 5-10 minutes. And here he is staying there at least few days. So this is quite amazing and astonishing to Brahmana as everyone else. Sa Srutdevaha Krishnena Saha Sangamomam Kuto Hetorabhuti Iti Tarkayamase. So that Srutdeva, he wondered that how is that I have got association with Sri Krishna. A iti smarane nu iti vishmaye. So you can break the sandhi as a and nu. A is used all in the sense of smarana, thinking. Smarana here means deliberating, and nu means in the sense of wonder. Yasya sangamasya Sri Krishnasya atma murti tasya nikete bhusurai sahita. And it is not only that I have Sri Krishna, but he has come along with all these sages. And who are these sages? They are like the abode of Krishna himself, because they carry him, or they are like the murti of Krishna, as if Krishna is existing in them. Supavishtan kritatithyan shuddeva upasthitaha svabharya swajanapatya uvacha thavimarshana. So when Sri Krishna and all the sages, they sat down, then along with his wife, children, he sat next to Krishna, and while massaging his feet, he spoke as follows. So just like the king also, after everybody has eaten, then he recited nice prayers. So he also does that. Svabharya bharya sahita. Svabharya means along with his wife. Swasuta eva matya yasya sacha sangrim. And Svabharya jana apatya, it looks like that he has a different reading as amatya. Means he has his daughter. Amatya means like a minister. So the present reading says apatya, but in the commentary says amatya. So like his children are like his amatya's ministers. So he is massaging the feet of Krishna. So now he speaks like this. Nadyano darshanam praptaha param paramapurushaha yadhidam shaktibhi svishtva pravishto hi atmasattaya. So there is something very strange he says here. Instead of saying that today I have got your darshan, he says that O Supreme Person, it is not that you have got our darshan only today, but you have our darshan from the beginning of creation. Yarhidam Shakti bhi srishtva parishto hi atma sattaya. Because after creating, you entered into this creation, and therefore you are seeing us all the time. Dau saparno salja sukhaya samanam vriksham parisasvajate tayoreko pippalam atti swadam anyananasnana vichakashiti. So two birds sitting on the one tree, but the other one bird is just looking away from the Lord, who is also compared to a bird. Suparna means who has nice wings. So the meaning is that Paramatma is there and Paramatma is looking at us, but we don't look at him. So therefore he says that it is not that you are seeing us only now. You are seeing us all the time, but we don't see you. We are seeing you only now. So in that sense he speaks. So it is as if Krishna is asking to the Brahmana, Bho Bho Bhusur Varya Shruddeva Ismad Darshanam Aham Kenati Bhagyaneva Adya Praptaiti. So instead of Shruddeva saying that, O Krishna, how fortunate I am that I got your darshan today, it is as if Krishna is saying that how fortunate I am that I got your darshan today. So iti vadantam savyadagdhi bhangi kamaha nadyati. So when Krishna spoke like this, then the Brahmana speaks in a very clever manner. That no, it's not like that. Nadya darshanam prapta. Bho param purusha no asmakam darshanam param kevalam nadya prapta. That a Supreme Person, Supreme Lord, you have not got our darshan only today. Parantu idam jagat srishtva satyaya arihanuprishta tadarabhyam api vayam kil prapta. But when you created this universe and you entered into it, since then you are seeing us. So Krishna says, Suhridam sarvabhutanam Aham sarvasya hridaya. That I am in everybody's heart. So, parantu idam jagat srishtva satyaya ri anuprishtas tadarabhyam api vayam kil prapta iti bhava. Uttara alankaro ayam. There is a type of alankara which is called uttara alankara. Prasnasya unnenam yatra tad uttaram udahritam iti tallakshanam. So what is this uttara alankara? It is when you yourself assume a question and then the verse is taken as a reply to that question. So here the question was assumed as if Krishna is asking this, and then he replies. Yatha shayanah purusho manasaivat mayaya srishtva lokam param swapnam anuvishya bhashate. So he gives one example. This is the example of Advaitavadis, popular example of Advaitavadis. He said just like a person who is sleeping. So when he sleeps, then out of his avidya, his ignorance, he creates so many things in his dream. Srishtva lokam param. And after creating this, he watches it. So the person who is sleeping is the creator of his dreams, and he is also the witness to those dreams. Nobody else is witnessing it. And the people who are in the dream, they don't see the person who is sleeping. So like that, Bhagavan creates the samsara, and then he sees everything in the samsara. but the people of samsara do not see him. So therefore he says, Srishtva lokam param swapnam anuvishya bhasate. That you create and then you enter. And then you wash them. So Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti says, Bho Bhagavan, Tvam Swamanasankalpa matraneva idam srishtva yattad anupravishta tatra aham jiva eva drishtanta. So he says that, O Lord, how you create this universe and then you enter in it. In this regard, I am the example for it. What is that example? Swadrishtantasya jivasamam darshanam tavuchitam eva iti purvat. And because I am the example, therefore for you to see me, it is appropriate, because example is what you see and understand. Savedagdhi bhangikam eva aha srishti marabhya adya paryantam asmad darshanam tvam prapnosi eva. So here also the Brahmana is speaking very cleverly and explaining how the Lord is seeing us from the beginning of creation. Vayam tu tam arabhya adya paryantam tadadu anubhavasyapi gandham api nahi prapta. But as far as we are concerned, we, from the very beginning of creation, we have never seen you. Just like the person who is in the dream, inside the dream, doesn't see the person who is dreaming. So like that. Kintu adya eva tot kripaya tad darshanam prapta. And for the person who is inside the dream can never see the person whose dream is it. But in this particular case, he says that today we are seeing you. So this is the discrepancy in the example of dream and the reality of the life. That the people who are in the dream can never see the person who is dreaming, but Krishna, who creates the universe and sees everybody, but some people can see him also, as Srudev is seeing him. So that's what he's describing here. Shrinvatam gadatam saswad archatam tvabhivandatam nirnam sambadatam antarhridi bhashyamalatmanam. So those people who are pure in their heart, because they hear about you, they speak about you, they worship you, they glorify you, and nirnam sammantam antarhridi, so they can see you in their core of heart, antarhridam, to such devotees. Now if Krishna says, Nanu madhya sravan kirtanadi manto bhavad vidha mad darshanam prapnuvanti eva tatra. So Krishna says that those people who do my kirtan, worship me, hear about me, they certainly have my darshan. So to that he says, Sranvatamiti. Samvadatam tad bhaktai sasan lapam kurvatam bhasi spurasi. So only those people who are engaged in hearing about you, who are doing kirtan of your names and qualities, who are worshipping you, or who are having a dialogue with other devotees, only such pure-hearted people can see you, and not others. So kintu amalaha matsaradi malinya rahita. So those people who are free from impurities. And what is the impurity? Impurity is the impurity of Matsarya, etc. This is the top one. Envy, jealousy, hatred, dislike, this, all these impurities of the heart. So those who are free from them, only they can see you. Atma mano yesham tesham eva. So this, the word mana, atma here means the mind, because these things manifest in the mind. Where does envy manifest? On the tongue, on the skin, on the nose, on the eyes, or in the mind. So that's what it says. Vayam tu malinatmana eva tadapi yadidam darshanam adaha tadidam te vichitram kripacharitram. So the Brahmana says that we are completely impure hearted, but still you have given your darshan to us. That only shows your wonderful grace on us and your characteristic which are beyond our understanding. Hridistho api yati durastha karma vikshipta chetasam atma shakti bhiragrahiyo api anti upeta gunatmanam. Although you are situated in the heart, but you are very far away. Tad dure tadvantike. For whom? Karma vikshipta chetasam. Those people whose minds are agitated by materialistic activities, they cannot see you, although you are in the heart. And Atma Shakti Bhiragrahi, no one can attain you by their own power, by own strength. It is not possible. But you are very near to those who have upayata gunatmanam, those who have acquired the good qualities of devotion, love, humility, cooperation. So to such people, you are very easily available. Kincha anyadapi te vichitram charitram drishtam. There is another of your wonderful character which we have seen. Abhaktanamapi bhaktanamapi tvam hridi tishtasi eva. You are situated in the heart of both who are devoted to you and who are not devoted. Prathamair nanubhuyase dutyair anubhuyase tya. But you are not seen by the first, that is non-devotees, and you are seen by the second, the devotees, situated in the heart. Now if Krishna says, Nanu mama hirdis tattve duras tattvam kuta. So he says, if I am situated in the heart, then how I am far away from them? So then he says, Atma Shakti bhir avidya varti bhir matsal ahankaradyair vyavdhayakair hetu bhir agrahi. They cannot attain you by their own power because of their avidya. They have envy, pride, and these things create separation between you and them. So more proud is a person. The proud is like a mountain which comes between the Jiva and Paramatma. So bigger is the mountain, then you cannot see. Even if you jump up, try to see, but it's too tall. But people are proud of pride also. They say like that, I am a proud person. So that is double mountain. Not only just proud, but also proud of being proud. So he says then, although he is staying right there, not very far away, but he cannot see. Mountain is tall, but it's not thick. So it's not very far away, but just that their eyes are covered with that. So this is the vyavadhan, this is the curtain or separation. Upayat gunatvenaiva vyavahito praptatvad gunuchintanatma antakaraniyesham tesham bhaktanam tu anti samipayave. But those who have acquired qualities of what? Quality of meditating on your qualities, your activities, your name, then for them you are very near. Because they are humble, so their mountain goes down, it becomes flat. So there is no separation. So therefore, Trinadapi Sunichaina Taroriva Sahishnuna Amani Namanadena Kirtini Sadhari. Simple but very difficult to practice. As soon as you go to practice it, immediately the pride comes. He says, come on, what are you doing? I've been standing here for so long. Now you want to break me? This is not good. And you say, yeah, you are right. Don't worry. So as soon as you try to touch it, it complains. And you also listen to him. So you leave him alone. So it stays there. So therefore he says that only those who have become free from this pride, because it is all based on false ideas, then you can start saying Namostu te adhyatma vidam paratmane natmane svabhak atma vibhakta mrityave sakarana karana lingamiyushe samaya samvritta ruddha drishtaye. So he says that I bow down to you, O Lord. You are Paramatma for those who know transcendental knowledge, but for others you are Anatma. And Swatma Vibhakta Mrityave, those who have divided their Atma because they don't pay attention to you, for them you are like the death. And for non-devotees you are Sakarana, means you are like this gross manifestation of this material world, and Karana Linga, Akarana Linga Miyushe. For the others you have a transcendental form, Satchidananda Vigraha. And so Maya Asambrita Ruddha Drishtaye. For devotees you are not covered by your Maya. For non-devotees their vision is covered by the Maya. So meaning is that it is the same reality, same person, but is visible to some and not visible to others. So that is because of our covering. So Yoga Maya Samavrita Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. Krishna says that I am not seen by others because I am covered by my Yoga Maya. So covered by my Yoga Maya means that Jivas are covered by his Maya, this external energy, and thus they cannot see. So when our mind, our intelligence is covered by certain emotions, feelings, then we don't see, or we see things, our vision becomes colored. So same applies to the Lord also, that people don't see him because of their vision being colored or covered by material energy. Uktam artham prapanchayans namashyati namayati. So further expanding on the meaning what he has said before, he bow down to the Lord. Adhyatma vidam shant bhaktanam mate parha mayatita atma Shri Vigraha Yasya Tasmai. So Adhyatma Vida he translates as Shanta Bhakta, that those who are Shanta Bhakta means those who think of Bhagavan as Brahman or Paramatma. So for them you are Paramatma. So Paramatma, he says, Para is Mayatita, beyond Maya, and Atma means Shri Vigraha. That they understand that your form is transcendental to the three gunas. Anyasham Jnaninam Anatmane Nirakaraya. But those who are Jnani, who are not devotees, for them you are Nirakara, Nirguna, Nirvikara. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Anyasham Asuranam Svatmana Kalrupena Vibhakta Vibhajya Vibhya Datto Mrituriyena Tasmai. And then there are others who are Asuras. So for them, you come in the form of Kal, time. Kalo asmi lokshaya pravriddha. So time I have come to destroy. So he appears like that. Therefore, for them he is as if distributing death. Vibhajya vibhajya datto mrituriyena tasmai. Vastutastu sakaranam lingam viradrupam murtim prakritim akaranam lingam satchidanandai murtim prakritim chayushe. So in reality you have two forms, one is the material, another is the transcendental. So materialistic people are busy only with the material form, that is this Jagat. So that is the linga. Linga here means form. And the devotees, they see your transcendental form. Swamaya samrita bhaktanam anavrita ruddha bhaktanam avrita drishti. Therefore for devotees you appear, their vision is not covered, and for non-devotees your vision remains covered, so they cannot see you. So simultaneously two different type of people see him in two different ways. Satvam sadhi svabhrittanana kim deva karvamahe etadanto nranam klesho yad bhavan akshigocharaha. So this is the last statement he makes in his prayer. He says that we are your servants, O Lord, so please instruct us. So just like Arjuna said, Shradhimam Tvam Prapanna, see here also saying Satvam Shradhi Swabhrityan, that we are your Bhritya, your servant, please instruct us. Nah Kim Deva Karvamahe, O Lord, what shall we do? Please tell us. Etadanto nranam klesho yad bhavan akshi gochara. So when you become visible to our eyes, then all the suffering comes to an end. Bhavan akshi gochara. Sadhi anusikshaya. Sadhu means please instruct us. Sri Shuka Vacha. Sri Shukdev said, Taduktam iti upakarnye Bhagavan pranatartiha grihitva panina panim prahasantam vachaha. Now you see how interestingly the Lord is going to act. It's very interesting. So, after hearing what the Brahmana has said, Taduktam Upakarne, Bhagavan, who dispels the distress of those who take his shelter, he took the Brahmana's hand in his hand, like a friend. And then he smiled. And after smiling, he spoke Tamavach. So he is going to now instruct. Panina panim grihitva iti. Taking the hand of the Brahmana in his hand. Savedagdhya tad vachaha shravnena tam swasakhya rase nimajjaitum iti bhava. So he understood that Brahmana has spoken very intelligently. So therefore to drown him in the bliss of friendship, sakhya rasa, he took his hand. Prahasaniti. Why was he smiling? He says, Mattastvam tvaya avgatam eva tattvam api avgachata maya tvam ke upadeshtavya. So he says that from your words I can understand that you know what I am, who I am. And I also understand you. So you know me, I know you. Generally people say you don't know me. बोलते ना ऐसे, आप मुझे नहीं जानते. So God, Bhagavan is saying, you know me, and I also know you. So what shall I instruct to you? We know both each other. So therefore there is nothing that I have to instruct you. But still I will say something. That something we'll read tomorrow. So although he has nothing to say, still he has something to say. Gustavo.
Babaji. So for verse 45, you said that the Vaidavadis use the analogy of dreaming also. What do they use it to demonstrate?
It's to demonstrate that Lord is seeing everybody, but we don't see Him because we are covered with avidya. Clear?
So that's the same as we use it, right? Except we're not one with the Lord.
I don't understand what you're saying.
So what's the difference between like Vaishnavas then? The analogy is the same, except what's the difference?
No, I don't know what you're trying to say. Difference between what?
Oh, I thought you were saying that the Advaitavadis use it to demonstrate.
No,
something
that is different, but we are not giving the Advaitavadi interpretation here. I said
Okay.
this is a famous example used by Advaitavadi to show that the world is mithya, false. It's like in the dream that you create, when you wake up there is nothing, they say the world is like that. But that's not how we studied the verse.
Right, okay.
Annapurna.
Babaji, I've got a question. So you said that for those who are pure in heart, like those who are pure in heart, he manifests in the core of their heart. But I have this idea that if we see him in a heart, he comes in the form of Paramatma. So how does he manifest as Bhagavan?
He can manifest in whatever form he wants. Is he compelled to come as Paramatma only?
No.
So he can come as Bhagavan.
Okay, so we can see him in heart as Bhagavan, basically.
No problem. If you have a good heart,
Let's see. And then I have a second question. You said for Asuras he comes in the form of cow, and then there's this phrase follows me. So there is this amazing temple in Ujjain of Kala and I was just wondering, it's very powerful there. I was just wondering, how does this relate? Is this for devotees also to go and see this temple? Because I've been once there, I think you know that also, and it was amazing.
You don't need to take any trouble to go there. You can stay here in Vrindavan and relax.
Okay. And so for
Because he just gives a call to you. That's why he's called Bhairav. Okay, there is a call for you now. Get ready to leave. That's why it's called Call Bhairav.
Okay, yeah, because it's a big bump. Okay, so devotees do not have to go through there.
No need.
Okay, thank you.
Sandeep ji.
Pranam Babaji Maharaj. So this last shloka we did text 50, shloka 50. So Shrutadev is Sakya rasa or Dasya? Wouldn't it be Dasya rasa?
Well, Bhagavan can shake hand with Dasa also. What is the problem? He's sitting with him. So if he takes his hand, there is no problem.
But Mool rasa will be Dasya, Shrutadev.
Yeah.
Question from Mohini. On Tuesday it was explained how Arjuna felt attracted to Subhadra. Krishna, being Atmarama, was not drawn to the feminine features of the queens but to their bhakti. How is it in the case of Arjuna? Is his attraction to Subhadra on a bodily and material platform, or what exactly attracts him to Subhadra?
They are also same relationship of love. Just as Krishna has loving relationship with the queens, he has like that. He is also avatar of Nara. Narayana, or rather he is the source of Nara. It's not material. Okay.